So that's gonna be that side quest. You're gonna give me 3 full heals. That's fine. What do you have to say? I can't go back there. Alright. Patient privacy rules and whatever. Alright, so you can go and complain all you want later on. What other side quests do I have? Who has that? Paracelsus, the dose makes the poison? Anyway, Clefairy's Moonlit Dance. I am going to need to talk to someone in the... Which core was this? In the downstairs core, anyway. Let's see. So you... Astaire. Back where I came from, Clefairy would come out and dance on nights with a full moon. I've heard there are Clefairy and Yasuian, so I was wondering if they dance here too. I've heard you can find Clefairy at the Fabled Spring. Alright. So, I need to investigate whether Clefairy danced at the Fabled Spring on nights with a full moon. I have not paid any attention at all to the lunar cycles in this game. Is that a thing, or can I just, like, be there any night of the year? I really have not... Like, I'm sure I've looked up at the sky, and I'm sure I might even remarked about, whatever was happening with the moon, at various points in the game. But, whatever that is, I don't remember. Anyway, let us go to the Fabled Spring, and let us go and see if we can find a Clefairy dancing on a night with a full moon. Alright, I had to just sit there while the day transitioned because that did look really cool. Anyway, you did not ask me to go into, like, flight mode? That's interesting. Clefairy, hello. Alright, so are you gonna dance, or are you just gonna, like, stand here threateningly? Because I, don't have any Pokeballs. Anyway, let's see, if I investigate this, come back when the full moon is out. So, indeed, the full moon is apparently just... Do I even see a moon in the sky? I kind of don't. Hang on. Let me get somewhere where things aren't trying to lunge on my face, and go into first person and look up at the sky, because that probably will give me a better view of the sky. Let's see. All right, iron. Need those for Pokeballs. Let's see. First person Pokemon. I do not see a moon out at all. I don't know if that means today's a new moon, or if I just have to, like, actually wait a while. And also, before I forget, there is a Wisp over there. How many are left in the Highlands? I feel like I've gotten a lot of them in here, but I also feel like there's a ton of places to hide them in a place such as this. So let's fall from a great distance, and there are 9 remaining. All right. Let's see if I can figure out how to induce a full moon. Another Wisp, just like sitting down here? I'm very surprised I did not find this one earlier when I was running around. Then again, most of the times I've come past this part of the Coordinate Highlands, it have been like at full speed on the back of a Braviary. Anyway. Alright, it is now nighttime, and there is a full moon out. And I'm giving my future self so much extra editing to do by doing that edit.
Hey.
But anyway, I thought it looked cool. So, this is actually my second time doing this, because I had a blooper in which I sat up on top of that mountain, and then fell down, and then died, and then I had to, like, wait for the next full moon, because... Between that and the Dialga Palkia nonsense that I did not too long ago... I don't know, am I playing, like, with oven mitts today or something? Because this is, not my best recording day. Anyway, Clefairy, and I assume the Clefairy and Clefable as well, are all, standing here, dancing, observing the moon, and I guess that is the very long answer, at least for me, to what that NPC had to say. For you guys, it'll just be like a couple of minutes, but for me, it'll be... I want to say that was like an hour and a half between like resetting the timer and then getting distracted by wisps and stuff and running off to go and collect wisps and then falling down the mountain and dying and going back and losing some stones, which admittedly I probably don't need because I think I've evolved the things that evolved by those stones already, so I don't need to do it again. But still annoying. I had to wait for another full lunar cycle. So that was fun. That is a moonstone. That will evolve certain Pokemon, notably Clefairy into Clefable, which I don't need to do because I did go and catch that Alpha Clefable while I was goofing around and waiting. But anyway, let us make our way back to the Highlands camp. Let us go and turn in whatever progress I have. I don't know how much I have because I have been turning in some progress. I have 2 Rotom apparently, just because why not? And let's go and turn in this quest. Oh, and by the way, yes, I did earn another star on the Pokédex. So I guess I will talk to Silene as well. All right, that's 9 out of 10. I might actually get to 10 out of 10 by the time I finish this Let's Play. All right, you there. I have done your quest, Clefairy, do dance, and Hisui as well, in addition to Kanto. Were there any other regions in which Clefairy dance around at night? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. I think it was just the Mount Moon event in some of the games that feature Kanto, in which Clefairy dance around at night. And anyway, that's going to be that side quest. Let me see. There was another one. I forget what the other one that I picked up off the quest board was. Oh wow, this is one that I could have done a long time ago. This is 21, Back Alley Mr. Mime. So, I want to talk to Andra. And there's a Mr. Mime who's behaving suspiciously. Is that going to be like actually a Zorua disguised as a Mr. Mime or something? It's usually where these suspicious Pokemon quests tend to go. At least narratively. I don't think there's actually been that many of them in this game, like with Zorua and Illusion. Anyway, I had a wretched time in the Fieldlands, getting harried by Pokemon left and right. They even got me with a few of their moves. But I did get those Tumblestones, so I think I earned enough time to cool my heels here. I didn't even have a chance to use all the Oran Berries you got me, but they made a lovely snack. Oh, is this like a follow-up to one that I did earlier? Asking that fellow at headquarters to help me fit more in my satchel was definitely the right move. Alright, so tutorials left and right here. Or at least hints. Helpful soul that you are, I suppose you're here about my request to the professor. On the matter at hand then, would you mind investigating the Mr. Mime that's taken up residence here in the village? Just having a wild Pokemon among us is scary enough, and then there's the eerie way it moves. Okay, so this is just a regular bona fide Mr. Mime. This isn't anything funny going on. It does move in a rather strange way. The Security Corps refused to handle it for whatever reason. I'm hoping a Survey Corps person like you can help me out. Alright. Mr. Mime is pretending to have a barrier there, and when Mr. Mime pretends to have barriers, they tend to have real barriers appearing out of nowhere. So, sir, I can't go there. Find a way to approach Mr. Mime and see what it's up to. Okay. Can I go... I can't go behind those log piles. These are some of the houses that were not here originally, but were instead, like, constructed as I did chores for people. Which I like. Hello there. It ran off that way. It wouldn't run unless it had something to hide. Now we've really got to find out what it's up to. Definitely the most suspicious of Pokemon. So, I vaguely remember seeing I've mostly avoided spoilers for this game, as you can probably tell, based on the fact that it's 2023 and I still don't know, like, a lot of things about this game. But I do vaguely recall seeing a video clip or a GIF or something from this game where Mr. Mime was doing the bicycle riding animation from Detective Pikachu, the movie. And I haven't seen that in this game yet. I'm kind of hoping, am I going to be faced with another barrier? I am. Perfect. I haven't seen that in this game yet. I'm kind of hoping that I'll get to see something of that nature. like that bicycle riding animation just in midair, because. All right, I'm gonna have to go around the guild the other way. I definitely got a kick out of it. The Mr. Mime segment of the Detective Pikachu movie definitely had a certain hilarity about it, and oh wow, the barrier extends this way too. All right, I'm actually gonna have to use my brain here. Can I like fight it? Really? I don't like that. That feels very arbitrary. I don't like this. I did look it up, and I did find a hint that told me to go just walk behind the guild, and I don't like this. Alright, I haven't said many of the quests in this game are stupid, but this feels really arbitrary and really... I guess it's supposed to be like channeling the Fuchsia City gym in the Kanto games or whatever, but I'm not a fan. Invisible walls are annoying enough. Alright. That's stupid. I'm sorry. Mr. Mime, can I, like, be done with that? I'm not a fan. So that's going to be that one, and you have lost your right for me to narrate the rest of this, because that really was stupid, and I just want to be done with this quest now. Alright, yeah, something blocked me, I know, I don't care. Chase the fleeing Mr. Mime. So we're going to have to do that again, I'm sure. And, like, if it was something like I had to go in the Pokédex and find what food I had to throw at the Mr. Mime, that would have been cool. Because that would have been the game, like, having me use the mechanics that it presented to me, and... Even if it was one that I hadn't necessarily like thought of, or if I had to like, I don't know, find a way to go through the back door of the guild or something. The Galaxy, I keep calling it the guild because that's effectively what it is, or something like that. That would have been like exploring the game world a little bit. But this is like walk in a random direction until you happen to walk in the right one, and it's. Alright, can we... There we go. Please don't make me do this again. Alright, I wouldn't have minded if I ended up off-screening this, like, sometime after I'd hung up the recording. Alright, yeah, Mr. Mime, do you know this? Can you take it out of my hands? I'm really pretty sick of these invisible walls. Alright, you're pleased with yourself. I'm not. Alright, thank God, that one's done. Are you gonna have anything for me after that, Mr. Guy who had a quest for me earlier and then, like, I guess had another one for me after I caught a Mr. Mime? I don't know. Alright. Path of Solitude I'm not doing on recording because that's insane. Alright, that sounds like something that'll take a while. That sounds like something that'll take a while. Still don't know where to get shards. Still no idea what I have to do for that one. Oh, I did look that one up too, and that one's involved. I don't feel like doing that. That is a dowsing minigame. I don't feel like doing that. That is probably another dowsing minigame. This one I'm slowly doing, but I don't know when I'm actually going to be done with it. And Dorian is... I would say the worst, except I think that Mr. Mime was the worst, so Dorian is going to have to settle for second worst. So... Alright, I'm gonna end this recording session here because I've been recording this for a long time. I've got almost 3 hours of video, and that's probably gonna be condensed down to about 20 minutes of actual, like, action. Because some videos are just like that. So, I have caught a bunch more Pokemon. I'm up to 205 out of, I think, 242 is the size of this Pokedex. 240-ish, anyway, is what I'm going for. And... as it turns out, more quests have opened up as I do more of this, and, well, I can't get away from this game, so I guess I will be going back on what I said about just cutting to the end when I've completed the decks and checked these out. I will be coming back to this periodically as I find more. So that's something about an Eevee. I did go and catch an Eevee, and I evolved several of the evolutions. I'm still working on the rest. And something about Blissey. Alright, so you are asking about a Blissey. That is going to be quest 74. And I will add that I did complete one of them. That's not it either. I don't remember exactly which one it was. I found it by accident. It was one of the ones that I didn't want to do, like, I think it was like number 40 or something. 41-ish. The Charm Lost in the Swamp. I just randomly came across this while I was out running around looking for Pokemon earlier, and it initiated a cutscene in which I basically turned in that quest. And I did not really enjoy that one, and I don't really want to do any others like it. If I find any others like that while I'm just wandering around randomly, then great. If not, then I don't really care. So, the ones that did that sign say that at least one of those people was in the supply core downstairs? Hang on, let me actually activate a quest in the log. That was 74. Alright, that's someone in the Alabasta Icelands, and the one that was about Eevee is in the construction core. Okay, I think that's outside. Alright, yeah, that's outside. So that one's right here. I can just do this right now. I don't think there were any others that opened up outside in any of the wilderness areas. I don't think, like, I'm pretty sure I'm done with the quests that were like associated with one of the clans and that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure I don't have to do any more of that. But anyway, the person in here, that is, I've read your name before, and I'm not going to try and read it again. Don't put that many vowels next to each other, please. Oh, stars above, where's he gone? Survey Corps kid, listen. Remember the Eevee I befriended with the help of some Jubilife muffins? Well, he's vanished. I was hoping to get some advice on evolving him, but I can't evolve the little guy if he's gone. Please, help me find Eevee. Alright. So, I'm gonna have to go and do a search and rescue quest, I guess. Whatever archetype you might consider that to be falling under. Come to think of it, the folks working at Galaxy Hall were always fussing over Eevee. Maybe that would be a good place to start looking. So we can do that. Oh, you know what else I did? I found a bunch of shards. So this was sort of something that I did by accident and just happened to give me a bunch of shards. But it turns out that you find those things in the, like, the power spots. I forget what they're called, like the distortion zone things that randomly appear in the Obsidian Fieldlands. You can find a bunch of good items in there for both selling and also shards. So I now have a bunch of shards and I can finish off a Reizu's thing. Did I mean to go in here? I don't think I meant to go in here. I was just running forward. But that's another one that I can do now. And also I caught more Floatzel. And okay, so I guess, wait. Did I run completely in the wrong direction? I may or may not be able to do What's-His-Face's quest over by the gate over there looking for the big Floatzel. I'm getting tired of that one. I've got 20 Floatzel in total now. And apparently not one of them. Did I have to do something else here? Okay, so start looking around the Galaxy Hall. Okay, that's why I went in that direction. I'm talking about completely unrelated things now. But let's see if we can find an Eevee either inside or outside or behind the building. I can't imagine it'll be that difficult to find. As long as I don't have to do any more nonsense with that, like Mr. Mime creating random barriers that I have to randomly jiggle the directional analog stick to get through. Yeah, wasn't super thrilled about that one, but let me take a run around the building, see if I can find anything that's Eevee-shaped. I'm actually a little surprised I did not find an Eevee behind the building, because that seems like the sort of place where a creature of that nature would hide. Exactly what is this again? Alright, well, that's Arceus's thing. Oh, right. Okay. Lose fewer items, faint less frequently, stay in good health. Okay. So that's something that I can pay money for... I don't know if that's a permanent buff? I did say that I wish there was, like, upgrades you could make to the player's health or whatever. So that you can take more hits from wild Pokemon when you're out adventuring. I don't know if that would be a permanent buff or just a temporary thing, like one of the, like, Paper Mario charms or whatever. Alright. I don't have that many uses for money now, obviously. I guess I'll just run around and see if I can find any EV in the halls and maybe talk to NPCs. I doubt I'll actually be reading what they say. I guess maybe I'll go try out the like stay in good health one or whatever it was later on. I am admittedly a little sad that you can't go through most of the doors here. Because I feel like running around in here and seeing what you find would be rather fun. Alright. It's one of the clan members talking about living with Pokemon. I don't suppose you've found an Eevee who's sort of moved in with you, have you? Anyway, what were those guys? Those were like the crafting core or something like that. All right.